As welcome, ladies and gentlemen, here to the broadcast of the Highland Cougars taking on the number 5 state-ranked Centralia Panthers here tonight under the beautiful Friday night lights in Lewistown, Missouri, here in the Josh Houchins Memorial Press Box. As we will run through the pregame show brought to you by Phillips Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, as well as this broadcast is brought to you by Richard Horner Shelter Insurance, Jeff Whiston Farm Bureau Insurance, Mike Stauffer Farmers Co-op, Murphy Brothers Gas Station, Ayers Oil, B&B Farms, Hoeing Trucking, Design It and the Wild Tiger Boutique, Autumn Harvest Farms, Corks Carpet Cleaning, Sharps Custom Detailing, Phillips Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, Arnold Funeral Home, and Fleer Feed Incorporated. Thank you to our wonderful sponsors. I'm your play-by-play here today, Remington Yates, alongside me, Jacob Jailing. And Jacob, we've got a matchup tonight that, well, you kind of hope the Cougars can find a way to sneak out of here with a win tonight, but this is going to be a tough one here tonight.
Yeah, the Highland Cougars sit an 0-5 record, 0-2 in conference and divisional play, and Centralia comes into this one 4-run, ranked in the state too. So it's going to be a tough run for the Cougars tonight. As when you're playing these type of games, you got to start looking at it as you're down. I mean, you obviously want to get your first win, but against a team like this, it's going to be really tough to do that. So this is time for your team to really show the effort and the grit that they have so
Now,
far in the season.
yeah, absolutely. And of course, the other thing you look at is you look at the sizes of these two teams. Holy cow. And it's not the actual number, as you know, there's a lot of players out with injury. Highland has all their players. I've talked to the coaches earlier. Everybody's in for Highland tonight. But Centralia has marked down 72 players on their roster. They've scratched quite a few off, but still, you have a roster this big for your team. You have a lot of rotation depth.
Yeah, you can really move in, and it's really going to show as I bet as we see later into this game, we'll see the exhaustion from Highland playing a lot of their players on both sides of the ball. And I mean, Centralia has the opportunity to switch out players as they please, maybe even rotation, which can be really well. I haven't seen some of the schools up here like this since I was in high school. I mean, Centralia's got just about as big as team as we did, and I mean that's going to be play a factor in here. As I can almost guarantee you, Highland's going to get exhausted, and Centralia will still be good to go.
But I mean, we've seen it before. This Highland team is able to keep up with a lot of these schools and everything, at the start. They're able to put up some points on the
Yeah, at
board
the
and keep
start.
up. But then once that second half comes in, yeah, they just get exhausted. They lose everything. And so, it's definitely going to be that thing of trying to stay conditioned enough to make it into the second half and still be able to perform. But yeah, this Centralia team has enough people on here. They literally don't even have to have any two-way players. They literally could have an offense and a defense and not have any two ways.
Yeah, I mean we've seen it like you talked about with Highland pushing big and hanging tough with a lot of these schools that they played. I mean, we saw with Scotland County, we saw it with almost I'd say every single team they've played, even with Palmyra, they were going back and forth there for a little bit, but just late into that second quarter is just where they started to drop off.
Centralia comes into this 4-1. The only loss they have suffered was at the hands of the Monroe City Panthers, which bad news for Highland. Have Monroe City on the road in the next couple of weeks. They'll have to go
And
to the road at Macon.
they are also ranked.
Yeah, number 4 in the state, Monroe City, but they have them in a couple weeks, so they'll go to the road on Macon, which is a bit of a
Another
haul.
tough
It's a
opponent.
tough opponent because they were the only team to beat Palmyra this year. So I'll tell you, yeah, the road for Highland the rest of the season is not easy. It's going to be hard. It's going to be brutal. But you know what? One of the biggest things about a team is once you've been punched in the face so many times, you know how to handle it.
Yeah, that's so true.
And you you can sit there and go undefeated on a season, but once you truly get punched in the mouth, you don't know how to deal with it for the first time. Everybody's got to play until they get punched in the mouth.
Yeah, we see a lot of these big teams that play, then they get hit and they don't know what to do, and it takes them a couple of weeks for a bounce back. But Island's been in this situation, so I'd say they're pretty comfortable in this situation. They just need to find things to work on, like the defense, uh, outside routes, outside deep routes has been the main cause.
As we will go to the national anthem, we'll be back.
Face the flag as we honor our country with the playing of our national anthem.
As that was the Marching Highlanders for the national anthem. They got a big week coming up on Wednesday, October 8th. The Sounds of Gold marching competition here at Highland High School will be taking place. So, big competition for the Marching Highlanders.
Yeah, a little bit more high school events happening. Marching band always being one of those big ones here, along with football. As we'll get ready to kick things off here.
Hey, you love football, Jacob?
Yeah.
Well, if you want to watch, get on the Urban Edge Network tomorrow as Culver Stockton football goes on the road to Graceland University. They take on the Yellow Jackets. So that'll be an interesting game. I mean, the biggest thing the Wildcats have got to fix for them on the season is just making less mistakes on the season. I think that's been a big thing that's been hurting them. I mean, you've been on the call for a lot of the games on the color commentary, but we're not here for Culver Stockton football. We're here for some Highland football.
Oh, yeah. As
well, the Centralia team makes their way to the sideline as they have pretty much filled up the sideline area already. 18 seniors, 20 juniors, 16 sophomores, and 18 freshmen. I think they're pretty well set for the next few years.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Highland probably set up, I think, for the next couple of years. You got 6 juniors, 10 sophomores, and 4 freshmen. That sophomore class, as juniors, will probably be pretty decent. And, it's going to be exciting to see how they're like as seniors.
Yeah. And I mean, it's really tough. These guys get put in a situation of they're having to play now rather than develop. So hopefully they can develop really well in their 2 years that they're here for the rest of their high school career.
And I mean, how many of them kids, sorry to interrupt, Jacob, but how many of them kids are also still playing JV football too and everything? Like, everyone's still getting playtime and trying to develop. So, I mean, you're playing every day of the week, it feels like, and then you got to play a varsity game on Friday nights.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it's pretty tough. Schedule is pretty tough for them, but builds character.
Number 3, Payson Bryson.
Oh, also Marching Highlanders at the Macon Marching Festival tomorrow as well on Saturday, October 4th. So good luck to the Marching Highlanders on a busy, busy week they've got going on. Hey, girls golf, Clarence Cannon Conference meet at Norwoods, and then the big one for Highland and Canton, girls district golf on October 8th on Wednesday at Chillicothe. I'm not really going to make that drive out to Chillicothe for districts, but good luck to everybody as they go off to districts. That's a drive. It is a haul.
Senior number 52, Ashton Price. The defensive line, the junior number 71, Zarek Poe. The defensive line, the senior number 79, Marshall Cable. The defensive back, the senior number 80, Luke.
Got about 4:32 remaining. The Cougars are going to make their way towards the field as here they come onto the field as they'll meet up at the end zone carrying Old Glory and the Highland Cougar flag, wearing their brown and gold uniforms with the white helmets. I mean, it's a great uniform, Jacob. I mean, you can tell the numbers. You can just distinct who is who, really, on those uniforms. Well,
yeah.
And they're easy to read, unlike some jerseys we've seen. As here they come down the field and through the banner, as it is pink night here tonight for breast cancer awareness. Centralia wearing their white uniforms with black numbers, black lettering, and black helmets and black pants. So it's going to be easy to distinguish who's who here tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Wide receiver, a junior number 3, Porter Peters. At running back, a senior number 7, Chris House. Wide receiver.
As we'll take a look at the standings now for Class 1 District 8 standings. In first place, 55 points, is Putnam County. They sit at a 5-0 record. They're playing at Polo tonight. And behind them is Scotland County. That was the first home game here for Highland. This is a close one, but Scotland County coming out on top on that one. And they've got 33 points, sitting at 3-2. They play Western tonight. And in third place, South Shelby with 23.1 points. Same with the record of 1-4. That one win coming against Highland last week. And they're playing Wright City this weekend. Next behind South Shelby is your Highland Cougars with 17.6 points at an 0-5 record. And then behind them is Milan at 15.54 points at an 0-5 record as well. They are playing at Trenton. And the Class 2 District 7 standings for, which is Centralia's district. Sitting at top is a very tough Blair Oaks, 62.37 points, sitting at 5-0. Next is Centralia with a 4-1 record with 47.9 points. In third place is Warsaw, 44.8, and a 5-0 record. And sitting in fourth place is Father Tolton, 43.3 points and a 4-1 record. And then next in fifth place is North Callaway with 40.8 points, sitting at 4-1 record. So all of your top five in Class 2 District 7 is has a either a 4-1 record or better. Behind North Callaway, South Callaway in sixth place with 26.1 points and a 2-3 record. And then Versailles is coming out at the bottom with an 0-5 record. So really good district there for Centralia. Holy cow.
Yes, very tough.
Couple of schools I've heard of in there.
So Centralia will defend. Highland will receive.
Officials tonight's contest referee Anthony Gonzalez Byron. Headlines are very
So some quick information for our districts for Class 1 District 8. Milan's last three opponents are a combined 13-2. So if Milan loses, we are in the driver's seat for the 4th seed and hosting the opening round game with Milan. So as we are in a 5-team district, the first 3 teams will get a bye. However, 4 and 5 will have to play each other with 4 playing as hosts. So definitely pretty good chances of being able to host a playoff game and move on in the next round in that case, because, having home field advantage is great to have in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's something you really want. And I mean, I've seen these crowds here. These have been really good crowds, even with the season that the way that this season has been going. Sorry, mix up some words. I mean, usually a pretty strong student section and filled stands. So,
but I mean, even then, this team has put up 20 points on the season every game, but they've given up 30 points. So, I mean, it's not a bad performance. It's better than last year's. It's definitely better than last year's. So, definitely something. As there's the kickoff, as it's a little bit of a squib kick, and it is fielded by the number 52 of Ashton Price for Centralia with senior.
The way that Highland set that up on the tee, almost kind of like a helicopter, so that when it hits the ground, it hits the end and goes flying, and almost worked there a second as it hit off of Ashton Price, but collected it, fell on it at the 40-yard line.
Centralia will start here at their own 40-yard line as they set up in a shotgun position. Your quarterback is the number 9 of. As there's a snap, it's going to get ran out. He's going to facepalm. He's got the sideline as he almost breaks away. As actually, that's your running back, Ethan Ross, with a huge gain, a junior, 6 foot, 180 pounds. He had to switch jersey numbers. I'm trying to figure out who our quarterback here is tonight. It might be him, too.
Yeah, it's looking like it's going to be number 9 there. Or here comes the quarterback, number 20. He's throwing in the pregame, Rex Bryson.
That's a pretty high number for a quarterback.
Yeah, it is.
So Rex Bryson, a fullback and defensive back, as he's going to step back, he's going to look, he's going to fire way too high as he looked to get it to Anthony Ford. As it'll be incomplete. On the right hash mark, Centralia is with the ball at the Highland 42-yard line, playing on the right hash mark. We'll gather around, break out into formation. Rex Bryson is shotgun, takes the snap. Nope, they went with the other guy as he wrapped up and brought down after about a gain of 3. So it looks like we're going with a bit of trickery here from Centralia Panthers, which a lot of teams seem to love to do, the Highland Cougars. Ethan Ross took the snap.
Charlie Robinson was the one with the ball and ended up getting those 2 yards, moves it up to 3 and 8.
I get that, you look at a team, 0-5, 0-2, you can just do whatever you want to them, you think. And it's just like, Sure, go ahead, practice that stuff, but it gets annoying at some point.
Yeah, it's a little annoying, but this is a time for Centralia to really practice things, see what plays are going to work or what could work with a different team. Just like the fake. I mean, great fake there by the number 9.
Actually, that was
And then
a 5.
number 8.
That was a 5 of Chase Kempker on the carry there. So now they're getting us lost. We don't know what's going on. And of course, they got multiple repeat numbers, which, we can figure out pretty easy at college level. But, this is high school where everyone's a two-way player. So you don't know who you're getting on the field. Looks like they've cut some of the repeat numbers from traveling today, which, of course, you got to make those decisions. As there's a snap that time taken by Ethan Ross. Ross is going to fire. He's got that one high in the air and caught as nobody was on the 80 of Luke Waltman, as he will catch it for a touchdown.
Pretty 2-yard touchdown.
So 6-0 your score with 10:10 remaining. And the clock's still rolling. Clock's still rolling. Now we get it stopped. As that time they'll give it to the 20. He's just going to chuck it up and in for the 2 points, as that was thrown by Rex Bryson and caught by Anthony Ford. So Centralia takes an 8-0 lead over the Highland Cougars. We'll take a break and be back here on Lewis County Scoop.
Snack and save this week at Airco. Snickers and Twix, 2 for $4.50. Tootsie Twin Bars and Butterfinger Bars, just 2 for $4. Dots Pretzels, 2 for $8. And don't forget Combo Stuffed Snacks, 2 for $5. Airco reward members get double points on all promotional items. Let's go, Airco.
Let's go, Airco. Let's go.
With the winter weather ending, your car is going to need a real deep cleaning, but you can't find the time. Take it to Sharp Custom Detailing in Lewistown, Missouri. They'll make your car look like it just came off the lot. Give us a call at 660-341-1269. This broadcast is brought to you by Cork's Carpet Cleaning, providing commercial and residential cleaning services. They are the carpet cleaning choice in Northeast Missouri. Give Eric a call at 573-423-6523.
As we are back, Centralia will kick it down. Porter Peters had to go and pick it up.
Had a nice backspin on it.
Yeah, it did, as it will be brought down behind the 10-yard line. So the Highland Cougars have some work to do, which typically a lot of teams haven't been kicking it down the field. They've been working on the onside kicks, which have been, squibs and the onside kicks and getting the ball back from Highland, as, it definitely there was something that they were working on before the game here today, but looks like they were prepared to try and stop Porter Peters, who has been trouble for special teams defense.
Porter Peters and Chris Gauss. Keep wanting to call him Connor.
I don't know. As Dawson Hedges in the backfield, he's going to run it out. He's going to pitch it up the middle. Almost intercepted. Dangerous play there.
Almost intercepted by the number 80.
They looked to try and throw it to Brock Schneider, but Brock was all wrapped up by the Centralia Panthers.
Luke Wald's mate over there diving over the head of the Cougar right there to almost intercept it.
9:45 remaining, 8-0 your score here in the first quarter. Centralia making it a quick mark to start things off. Hedges at shotgun with Gauss to his left. We've got Twins on the right. They'll hand it to Gauss. Gauss up the middle. He's going to get wrapped up after a bit of a gain there. Let's say gain of 5. We'll see where they place it. They'll call him 4. So now 3rd and 6 for the Cougars here.
Dax Decker on the tackle there for Centralia. Just once Gauss got to the linebackers, just got swallowed up by them.
But even if you're still a team like Centralia, you still got to worry about guys like Christopher Gauss, guy who is he's been an absolute monster of a running back for this team. As there's a pass, as it's incomplete, and so that will cause 4th and 6, and will probably force the Cougars to punt, as here will come the freshman Cooper Hinton.
Punting has been a little bit of a struggle. You're not getting too many yards on the punt, and Centralia is going to be in good field position here.
I mean, we've seen the kind of boot Cooper Hinton has, so we'll see if he's able to probably maybe put some good distance on this. He's got the leg. There's a snap. He will punt that one up high as it's going to come and land, and it'll make it to the 50. It's going to keep rolling, so it will get placed on Centralia's side of the ball. So, still an impressive leg out of Cooper Hinton to put that thing. I mean, he kicked that from what, the 5-yard line probably, and put it over the 50-yard line.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, that's what you need. Hopefully now your defense got to go to work. Watch the passing. Just gang tackle on these rush attempts.
You know, you got to wonder what kind of defensive adjustments this team's going to make. I mean, they have, they've let up 30 points this year. You've scored 20 points a game, but you've given up 30 points a game. So, you've got to find a way to make the adjustment to stop things here.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you have to make adjustments. It's one of the key things to football.
Now there's another substitution. I don't know who's the quarterback, as there is the number 3 of Payson Bryson. Can we stick to one guy, please? Do not make my night harder than it has to be, for the love of God.
Wildcat formation as number 3, Payson Bryson.
Number 7, Chris Gauss, in on the stop for Highland.
They're
8
just
yards on the play.
they're gonna make my night hard. Of course they were. Of course they were. Now here will come back to number 20 of Rex Bryson. They went with Payson Bryson, who took the snap there and ran it himself. At least that game last year I had to call between Clark and Culver Stockton College. They only had 2 quarterbacks. Here's a snap. He's going to look. He's going to toss it up wide open, but he's not able to make it as it comes up just short. As his intended target was Anthony Ford on that one. So I think we found our main target for the Centralia Panthers. So I'd say keep at least somebody right on top of him tonight.
Rex Bryson staying in the pocket even though there's pressure collapsing down on him. Don't see many quarterbacks see that nowadays. Usually they scramble out to one of the sides, and I mean, almost had a chance. Just kind of looked like that Ford had to twist his hips a little bit weird.
Shotgun formation. Going to take the snap. Nope. And it is the number 3 who hands it off, and it's a run up the middle. So Payson Bryson took the snap and hands it to Cooper Gehring. Thanks,
A little bit
Jacob.
of a reversal there.
Number 23, Baxter.
Oh, I already hate this game. Let's just play some basic football, please. Please. Some good hard-nosed football. Shotgun formation again. There's a snap. Last time it's Payson Bryson. As he's going to chuck it. And they say he stayed in. Now they'll say he caught it. That's the 2 of Cooper Gehring with the catch.
Nice thing is all you need is that 1 foot down. And I'd say he's pretty well secured on that catch. Nice catch by the Panther there.
7:31, 8-0 your scores. Centralia's marching down the field. Right hash mark. They sit at the 27-yard line. First and 10. They'll head out in the formation. Shotgun. It is Payson Bryson and Rex Bryson in the backfield. Payson takes the snap. He's going to roll out. He's going to get chased down. He's going to take it himself with a burst of speed. He'll get the first down. He gets wrapped up and taken down after gaining a few more yards afterwards.
So Centralia right away proving that they can go in the air, on the run, and scrambling. This is going to be a dangerous weapon for them. You can see exactly why they've got the record that they have.
Which it makes me afraid of what we're going to have to deal with when it comes to Monroe City in a couple weeks. The only team that beat Centralia this year. And they're state ranked number 4, and it's their conference to lose at this point. Oh, somebody hit the lights. Now we're back. There's a snap. It's a run up the middle. Touchdown, Centralia. I think that was the number 2 of Cooper Gehring on the run.
Number 2, Cooper Gehring, in for the touchdown.
I keep seeing the lights down there. They keep accidentally hitting the light switch in the press box. We keep losing our lights. Thank God it ain't hooked up to the power, too. I've seen that before. I've seen outlets hooked up to light switches. It makes no sense. There's a snap and a flag. And I'm going to say false start.
I'm going to say offsides.
No, offsides on the defense.
Against Highland.
So they'll probably gain a yard. Half the distance to the goal line on a 2-point conversion. They'll just do a big rush up the middle. Not really a tush push. It's kind of a quarterback and shotgun, and then it's a tush push kind of ordeal. It's weird. But they'll get the 2 points. 16-0 your score. 6:55 remaining. We'll take a break and be back.
Litter Feed Incorporated is dedicated to providing unmatched service, building relationships with our customers, and providing animal nutrition services backed by quality products. Stop in today, 103 South Elm Street, Lewistown, Missouri, a founding sponsor of the Lewis County Scoop.
Shelter Insurance Agent Richard Horner looks forward to working with you on your coverage needs in the Canton area. Together, they'll work to see that your needs are met before something goes wrong. They realize that good customer service goes beyond business hours, so if you ever have any questions about your policies, you can call them at any time. Give the Richard Horner Shelter Insurance Agency a call today at 573-288-3734. That's Richard Horner, your shelter insurance agent serving the Canton area.
Need some fuel in your car and your belly? Stop by Murphy's Gas Station in Monticello, Missouri. With a full menu and daily specials, sweet snacks, and plenty of fuel, they'll help you get through your day and to your destination. Murphy's Gas Station, just off Highway 16, Monticello, Missouri.
And we are back here on the Lewis County Scoop as Centralia gets set to kick off, and they will kick it off. As this one will take a bounce. Porter Peters is going to have to get it. He's got it. He's going to look to try and cut. He's got the sideline. He gets a few blocks. He'll take a big hit at the 30-yard line and taken out of bounds finally, as it's a return.
A nice return.
About a 20-yard return, I would say.
Pretty well. I mean, going into traffic, faked to the inside, bounced out, got himself some more yards. He had a nice big block there to give him more even, and just got intercepted right there at
You know the problem is,
39 or 29.
is if more schools would have just kicked off, I think Porter Peters would have an argument for kick return this year or an all-conference.
Yeah, I mean, you don't see it that much as much big legs out here as you do in some other places. So just the more effective way is to do that onside and hope you get a bounce.
There's a snap. This one taken by Ashton Schultz, actually. So Schultz in at quarterback. As he took the snap, tried to run it up the middle himself. I don't think he lost. Nope, got back to the line of scrimmage. So
Snapper.
is Decker on the tackle for Centralia. Head back into formation. It's shotgun, and looks like Schultz again. He'll take the snap. As this time they'll hand it to Gauss. Gauss is going to sweep wide. He's going to try and find a lane. He'll cut up. He'll gain 2 on the play.
Tag number 77. Vivian McGuire.
Tell you what, Jacob, for you and me, we work in the broadcasting field over at Culver Stockton. Centralia's got a pretty decent little broadcasting program they got going on up here today.
Yeah, it's part of a wider network. I mean, they're doing streams in St. Louis right now too. Even
Hey, how's your Longhorns doing?
I think they were winning 10-7.
Well, there you go. Cougars head out into formation. Schultz still at quarterback. So I wonder if maybe something with Hedges is going on as they'll hand it off. Gauss with it now. Nope, they'll hand it to Levi Dent, who's going to run it up the middle. He'll gain probably 2.
Carrier. Gain of a couple. Takes the ball out to the 34-yard.
But that'll bring up 4th and 7. So,
Time to punt again.
Stop.
well, if there's a game that Cooper Hinton needs to shine, it's going to be this game. So we'll see how many yards he punts for. So I think overall today, if he puts some punting yards, he might make all-conference punting. There's Cooper as he'll put the punt a little low on there as it's going to take some good bounces and roll out of bounds at about the 35. Great thing about it is it's a punt, so you won't get a flag for it. So Centralia will take over as it'll be placed at the 36.
Dang, I thought it went out earlier than that.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, Jacob, this humidity is killing me right now. I am drenched in sweat. I didn't think it was going to be this bad. It's harvest season. You'd think it'd cool off by now, but the bean dust is in the air. My sinuses have been pretty bad.
There's Phillips when we need him. The cooling.
Phillips eating it cooling? Yeah. Let's give Blake Hetzler a call and get an AC going on in here. Jesus. As there's a snap, it's a handoff up the middle as he's going to get wrapped up. It's the 41 of Charlie Robinson.
So Robinson seeming like their big rusher for tonight, and their passer for their big receptionist is going to be number 32, Anthony Ford. And that's probably going to be the main targets for Centralia tonight.
We're not going to really keep track on Centralia, as we know. It's probably going to be a pretty heavy night for them. I don't think we've got enough paper for Jacob here to fill out on Centralia. But we'll keep track of Highland stats here tonight. As there's a snap. Step back. It's going to be Rex Bryson looking as he throws it up and incomplete. Porter Peters putting a little insurance on that one to make sure Anthony Ford couldn't get that one, but that one was nowhere near catchable. But I still like the effort.
Yeah.
I still like the effort out of Porter Peters there.
You never know. You see some athleticism out of these kids, and just you can see them just all of a sudden pop up and get the ball. It's pretty incredible what you can see nowadays.
Porter Peters, a junior, so he's definitely showing that junior experience, that upperclassman experience. Some of these sophomores have looked pretty experienced on the field too. I mean, this team is definitely set for a few years.
Add on a little bit of height, some weight.
False start. They smacked the back of the head of the lineman. It was the center, too. It was the center. If anybody should know, it's you. You should know the count. Jacob, what is the best penalty in all of football? False start, everyone but the center. It is truly the greatest because it's always funny.
Oh, I guess so, yeah.
It just happens, and the ref just goes out, false start, everyone but the center. The center wasn't late. Everyone was just early. So Centralia will take a penalty there. They'll break you back out the formation. I don't know who's going to take the snap. Can't see who took the snap. It's a different number this time. As he's going to break away, it's the number 18 of Oliver Bullmeyer as he marches down the field and touchdown Centralia. Can we just play simple football, please?
65-yard rush.
Can we just play basic football? I'm sorry, but I just want to see some basic football. I don't want to see this.
This is football, buddy.
I want to see a quarterback take the snap. I don't want to see 30 different people take the snap. Please. 3:53 remaining, 22-0 the score. Centralia will set up for the 2-point conversion. Well, 2-point conversion attempt here. We'll see who takes the snap. Oh, it's the 20 takes the snap, and he'll run it up the middle, and he's in for 2 points.
20.
Rex Bryson takes it in. We'll take a break and be back.
From feed and fuel to fertilizer and farm supplies, Farmers Co-op has what you need. Call Mike Stauffer at 660-342-6788 and let your co-op keep your farm growing strong.
If your school, team, business, or event needs promotional products, then you need Design It in Canton. Design It is a full custom screen printing and embroidery shop. Whether you need a couple of shirts or a couple thousand, Design It can handle the job. They have some of the best designers in the area to bring your idea to life. Come in and see them Monday through Friday, 8 to 6, and Saturdays by appointment. You can also shop their online store at designitapparel.com. That's Design It in Canton.
This broadcast is brought to you by Phillips Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, provided you're needing heating, cooling, and plumbing throughout the tri-state area. Give Blake a call today at 573-822-4284 or visit them at filupsheatingandcooling.com.
As we are back here, Centralia going to kick off once again. 24-0 is your score. 3:53 remaining. Hey, shout out to all the area trap shooting team, or the district trap shooting teams, as District FFA trap shooting takes place tomorrow, October 4th. Good luck to all the trap shooters in the area. I'm going trap shooting on Sunday. Here's the kickoff. Line drive is going up the middle. This time it's going to be picked up by Xavier Santiago. I had to look up. It's been a while since we've seen Santiago. He's going to look to try and get to the sideline.
And you got to go north and south.
Yeah, he tried to look for something, tried going north and south, and just could not find a thing. As
he went east and west and not north and south.
Oh, yeah, east. Yeah, sorry. Me too. Yeah, I got messed up on my directions. I've been here longer than you.
It's probably old age catching up with you.
Yeah. I'm only 24. Don't you say it. Don't say it. Don't you do it. You called me before our college game day thing we did on Culver Stockton College.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll tell you during next break. Highland takes over on downs. Dawson Hedges back in at quarterback. So I think we're just going to kind of experiment tonight with both teams. Both teams just going to experiment tonight. Dawson Hedges will take the snap. He's going to look. He's going to pass it out to Gauss, who's going to take the screen. He's going to sweep wide. He's going to get hit low and brought down. But they'll call it dead. As Gauss did lose the ball, but he'll lose a yard. Moses, 2, 3? How many yards are they going to pull him back?
1, 2, 2.5.
Ew. A little ridiculous. All right. I thought he gained more than that. They'll break out in the formation. We're going to go Santiago and Peters on the right. None on the left. 2 backs in the field. Hedges takes the snap. He'll hand it to Gauss. Gauss is going to run up the middle. Gauss gets brought down at the 20.
Handoff goes to number 7, Chris Gauss.
Gauss holding his shoulder a bit. He might come off here. Nope. He'll be fine.
He might be adjusting his pad a little bit.
Could be. Running the big neck collar on the back. Two backs in the field. It is humid here at Highland Field. There's a snap. He's going to step back. Hedges is going to have to roll out. He's getting wrapped up and brought down, as I think they might have grabbed his hoodie there, but
Quarterback sack number 7.
thank you. As a wonderful man here gives me a Dr. Pepper to drink throughout the game. You get a soda sponsorship.
Well,
I know who to talk to.
yeah.
I know who to talk
Got
to.
those nice Pepsi pullovers from Ashton Urge up at Culver. Ooh.
1:55 remaining in the first quarter. 4th and 20. Cooper hitting in the backfield. He'll take a snap. He fumbles with it, but he'll
Nice
send
top
a
spin.
line drive as that one is going to roll. Let it keep going. Go.
Keep going with that top spin.
Wow.
All the way to the 29.
For a freshman punter, sign this kid up.
Well, he is signed up. That's why he's playing.
1:32 remaining, 24-0 your score. Let's take a break for station identification.
You're listening to Highland Cougar Football here on the Lewis County Scoop Facebook and YouTube page.
We're getting down with Cotton Eye Joe. We're gonna have fun here tonight, Jacob. I'm not looking at it. I know what you're doing. I know what you're trying to do over there. Centralia breaks out in the formation. They take over on downs. 1:32 remaining, 24-0. Or on the punt, actually. As there's a snap, he's going to run it up the middle. This time it is, I should remember the name by now, Ethan Ross.
The ball carrier tackled at the 43-yard line.
Well, Jacob, as much as I hate to admit it, we'll probably have a running clock in the second half of this game.
Yeah, it's 24-0, and we got 122 and counting in the first quarter.
So,
You know, this is going to be a night that's going to be frustrating for the Cougars, but I think them knowing going into this game, it was going to be a tough one, too. So, I mean, there's no point in putting your heads down on this game. You know it's going to be a tough opponent. All you can do is try and go out and just score as many points as you possibly can, but it's going to be hard. Well, let's see which trickery. Oh, we'll get a whistle. As Highland will take a timeout, so we'll take a break and be back.
Got farmland you want to rent out? Contact Austin Braunstein at B&B Farms, a local farm ran by generations of farming. Give Austin a call at 573-501-1151. B&B Farms, a proud sponsor of Lewis County Scoop Sports. Need rock, sand, fertilizer, grain, or feed hauled? Hoeing Trucking LLC has you covered. With over 25 years of experience, we deliver fast, reliable service across the Midwest. Family owned and built on trust, we move what matters, safely and on time. Call Hoeing Trucking today, 217-430-0130, or visit hoeingtruckingllc.com. When fall arrives and you're searching for the perfect pumpkin, head to Autumn Harvest Farms just off Highway 24 in West Quincy. With pumpkins, family fun, and more, it's the place to be this autumn. Returning this fall. Don't miss it.
Need an energy kick? Mojo Energy Pouches, only $4.99. Grab Wiley Wallaby Licorice, 2 for $6. Airco reward members get double points on all promotional items. Let's go, Airco.
Guys, welcome back. Centralia is going to break out the formation. Here come the Cougars. Come on, get there to the best part of the... Oh, we're not going to get the best part of the song. Oh, well. 57 seconds remaining here. 24-0 your score. Centralia breaks into formation. This time it is Ethan Ross to take the snap. He's going to chuck it up in the air. Caught! As he's going to try and break out, but no, he'll get brought down at the 26-yard line.
Or tackled out of bounds.
Carson Hill on the catch.
First things in Centralia.
45 seconds remaining. 24-0 as he got out of bounds. The clock is stopped. Centralia marched down on the left hash mark. Hey, Highland Cougar cheers state-bound this year. As here's a snap. It's back to Rex Bryson at QB. He's going to throw it to a wide open Anthony Ford, and he's in for the touchdown. For a 28-yard touchdown. And we'll probably look to go to 2.
Yeah, that was just a simple corner route, and he started slowed up a little bit past 10 yards and just open things wide. There was no one covering. I don't even know. I couldn't even tell what the play coverage was because no one was there. Everyone was shifted down or coming downhill for a rush.
I think they're trying to put pressure on the quarterback, but definitely not getting through this offensive line. They're going to look for 2. 30-0 your score. There's a snap, and it's a handoff to Cooper Gehring as he's in for 2. If there's a game you're going to figure out defenses, this one. 32-0. We'll take a break and be back.
Old Trapper beef sticks, 2 for $4. Save $4 on select Icon meats. Plus save $2 on Stoker's tubs. Airco reward members get double points on all promotional items. Let's go, Airco.
Arnold's Funeral Homes in Canton and Lewistown have been serving the area community for 5 generations. They're thankful to be an important part of the community. They provide compassionate funeral and cremation services to the community with a focus on honoring the memory of loved ones. They also offer professional and respectful services to support families during difficult times. That's Arnold's Funeral Homes in Canton and Lewistown, family service since 1898.
This broadcast is brought to you by Cork's Carpet Cleaning, providing commercial and residential cleaning services. They are the carpet cleaning choice in Northeast Missouri. Give Eric a call at 573-423-6523.
And we are back. It's the number 25 of Callahan Hester to take the kicks. Go check with his team, and we're back. It's going to go back. It's going to take a bounce. Porter Peters will pick it up. He's going to look. He will fall as he trips up on himself, but gets it to the 25-yard line as Highland will start on their own 25.
Highland has yet to make it past midfield. They got to change something here to get more yards and improve on that. And just find out what works for their offense. For right now, nothing's working. They've gone 4 and out.
I mean,
every single drive.
This is where you're going to figure out a lot of things about your game. You know you're probably not going to win this game, but you can go out there and work and adjust on a lot of things for the rest of the season. Pass protection is probably a key thing. Defense is definitely a key thing. You know, you got to give your quarterback much more chances. If we go back to Ashton Schultz at quarterback this time, Schultz will take the snap. He'll hand it off to Gauss. Gauss goes up the middle, immediately wrapped up. So not even able to open up some gaps for Gauss to make some runs here tonight. But he's still going to try and get some yards. Well, he's gained a yard almost every single carry of his.
Usually he'll find a way to break out and have a big breakout play.
A lot of his big plays comes on his sweeps, too, whenever he's kind of cuts across or sweeps across the field. So we'll see what he's able to do for the rest of this game. But this Centralia defense has definitely held strong. And that'll just take us to the first quarter. We'll take a break and be back with the second quarter of action in the first half. We'll be back.
The Wild Tiger Boutique in Canton is your local game day boutique. They offer a curated collection of game day apparel and accessories for the entire family. Their collections include items for the home, jewelry and accessories, and an extensive line of apparel for local high school, college, and Greek life. Now's also the perfect time to check out their Valentine's collection. The Wild Tiger Boutique is open Monday to Friday 8 to 6 and Saturdays 10 to 2. Come in and see them in Canton or shop online at thewildtigerboutique.com, a proud supporter of the Canton Tigers. Shelter Insurance Agent Richard Horner looks forward to working with you on your coverage needs in the Canton area. Together, they'll work to see that your needs are met before something goes wrong. They realize that good customer service goes beyond business hours, so if you ever have any questions about your policies, you can call them at any time. Give the Richard Horner Shelter Insurance Agency a call today at 573-288-3734. That's Richard Horner, your shelter insurance agent serving the Canton area.
Kansas City
As welcome back here. In all honesty, if I'm the Cougars, of course, the biggest thing when you want to look at the end of the day, you still want to try and get your 20 points. I mean, that's probably been the big thing.
They've been averaging about that, so.
But if this is the one game you don't, then I don't think anybody can blame them. I mean, this Centralia
I mean,
team.
you'll even look at the linemen for Centralia, and they're already bigger than all of the Highland players out there.
Now, taller and
Bigger.
I would say more muscular. And yeah, just bigger. Yeah, you're right. As Schultz will hand it off to Gauss. Gauss tried, but immediately a Centralia Panther there. And it'll be a loss of
by number 28,
2.
Orlano.
So yeah, he gained a yard, then he loses 2.
8. 3rd and 11.
3rd and 11 for the Cougars here. And so they'll send out Dawson Hedges back to quarterback. I think they'll try and maybe open up the pass play here and see if the pass protection can hold. There's going to be motion here. It's from Heath Feldkamp as he'll take it. He'll chuck it up to Heath Feldkamp, who's not able to get it. Little over Heath. I'll tell you what, for a sophomore, Dawson Hedges has put the ball where it needs to be. Sometimes he's a little high, a little low, but other than that, Dawson for a sophomore quarterback has looked impressive for this Cougars team all year long.
Yeah, I mean, he had a big start to the season, but now he's just tapered off, and he can't handle the pressure that's coming in his face. He's going to throw it either long or short. And, I mean, there's not much he can do, really.
But, I mean, you stick with him the rest of the season, and on the offseason, you got to work with him. Hopefully, work with that offensive line and try and get them to do well. Some of them should probably take up some wrestling, too, as here comes the punt. Good little line drive as it'll go 50 as it'll make it to the 55.
Try again.
45.
Yeah. Dude, I'm cooked up here. 45, the Centralia 45. 10:57, 32-0 your score. Centralia will take over. Hey, checking on the Longhorns game and see how your alma mater's doing. They take on Lindbergh. We probably won't get very much for scores across our area, so kind of curious how your alma mater's doing, though.
10-7 at half.
We haven't even hit halftime here yet, as Centralia out in formation.
I also think they started at 6:30.
There's a snap. That's taken by Payson Bryson as it's handed off to Charlie Robinson for the run.
Tackle by number 23, Baxter Ledbetter.
Baxter Ledbetter on the tackle. 10:37, Ken counting 32-0 here in the second quarter.
This is Australia 48.
Second and 7 for Centralia. On their own 48. $13 on the play clock here as it's Rex Bryson bringing the play. They'll break out in the quick formation. They'll take the snap. It's handed off once again to Charlie Robinson. As he lost it there for a second on a fumble, but he'll gain it back and gain another yard on it.
6 line by number 6, Ashton Schultz.
And so it'll be 3rd and 1. So Cougars need to make a big stop here.
More trickery there as number 20 of Rex Bryson faked receiving the ball and just went up to block instead. Oh, quick snap there.
You good, Jacob? Yeah. Okay. They'll break out the formation. Shotgun again. 2 in the backfield. Who's going to take the snap? As they'll hand it to Charlie Robinson. As nope, they'll hand it off. Payson Bryson kept it, and he is pretty well gone. And touchdown, Centralia.
With the handoff.
9:02 remaining, or 9 minutes remaining here. As
Big rush there. 46.
oh, now I got to get up. 38-0 your score.
46-yard rush.
All right, let's see what trickery they'll do this play. Breakout. He'll take a snap. It is Payson Bryson as he'll throw it, and 2 points for Centralia. I can't see who got it. 32 of Anthony Ford on the catch. Or the 2-point conversion. 9 minutes remaining, 40-0 your score. We'll take a break and be back.
This broadcast is brought to you by Phillips Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, provided you're needing heating, cooling, and plumbing throughout the tri-state area. Give Blake a call today at 573-822-4284 or visit them at filupsheatingandcooling.com.
Let's go,
Snack and save this week at Airco. Snickers and Twix, 2 for $4.50. Haribo Gold Bears, 2 for $4. Tootsie Twin Bars and Butterfinger Bars, just 2 for $4. Dots Pretzels, 2 for $8. And don't forget Combo Stuffed Snacks, 2 for $5. Airco reward members get double points on all promotional items. Let's go, Airco.
let's go, Airco. Let's go, Airco. Let's go.
Got farmland you want to rent out? Contact Austin Braunstein at B&B Farms, a local farm ran by generations of farming. Give Austin a call at 573-501-1151. B&B Farms, a proud sponsor of Lewis County Scoop Sports.
And welcome back. Centralia to kick off. This time they're kicking to the north as we went to the quarter, as that one's going to go back. Porter Peters will catch it. And he's going to try and run it out as he is walloped to the ground at the
Oh, he got the
10-yard.
air knocked out of him.
Yeah, he got the wind knocked out of him.
Peters out to the 10-yard line.
He's not happy about it either. I could probably take a few guesses as to what he was saying.
Tackle by number 22.
Yeah, but you can't make those guesses live on air.
No, I'm not. I mean, we're not on the FCC, but it's a great thing about doing this. I'm not on the FCC airwaves. They can't find me. Unless just somehow the FCC took over of streaming services or something. 8:51 remaining, 40-0 to score here. Centralia leads. I can't even see who's in the backfield for the Cougars. It's Ashton Schultz taking a snap as immediately, I don't know who he handed off to, but there's just a big push around
Looks like
as
Gauss.
Gauss on the carry.
Handoff goes to number 7, Chris Gauss.
Says he's just not able to get anything at this point.
Marshall Payton. Brings up 2nd and 8.
It's pink night tonight. Hope you're wearing your pink for breast cancer awareness as very important cause. 8:47 remaining and counting, 40-0 the score. Yeah, that's definitely a game where both teams are just going to try and figure out what they're made of, what they've got to work on for next week and everything. As you probably already figured out the outcome of this game. They're going to hand it off to Gauss. Gauss is going to sweep. He's trying to find a path.
Starting to get a little bit more yards on gains. I mean, he's getting 2, but 4 has been his highest so far tonight.
As we'll get a whistle here, players down. Trying to figure out how many yards Gauss got there. We'll stay on the air. As that player will come off the field under his own power, though, number 52. Cooper Settlemeyer, who's not been added to our roster sheet yet, but I believe he had joined the team a little late and didn't make the practices that he needed, or needed to get the number of practices to be eligible to play. And he told me he was going to be ready for it, but I forgot to add him to the roster list. So Cooper Settlemeyer in the game, but now out as he hobbles off. He'll probably just go take a rest for a little bit. Highland will break out into formation. Twins right, one in the backfield, one on the left. Dawson takes a snap, passes it to Porter Peters on the screen pass. Porter had a block, but he'll get brought down.
Pass complete to number 3, Porter.
As it'll be a loss of 3.
That's a 3 on the play. Pack away by number.
So it'll be it'll be a long 4th and 8. As Cooper Hinton will come out into the game. As there's a good punt from Cooper Hinton. Let that one go. As the Giants just shy of the 50, it'll be at the Highland 48.
The Highland 8-yard line. That's where Centralia will take over 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10 for Centralia. 7:10 remaining here in the first half of action. Now, the original halftime guest I had lined up was not able to make it, but hey, I got a pinch hitter coming in. You'll get to hear from him at halftime. Still going on here, Highland Field, Highland football. If you're just joining us, it's 40-0, 7-10. This is number 5 state ranked Centralia in Class 2 football as they sit second in their districts with only one loss, and that is to Monroe City. As we get a flag, couple flags, and there's a big gain. It'll be a 1st and 10 gain unless a flag drags them back.
Number 18, Oliver Bullmeyer, the ball carrier.
It's on the Highland sideline. I think I seen one in the backfield, but I think it was for the same thing. The other official took his flag away. Yep, they had the same thing. Now it's on Highland, so it'll gain more yardage for them.
Substitution infraction.
Substitution infraction for Highland. Well, that's an interesting one.
Really just decline for his play.
Now they'll decline it, though, so they'll take the yards they gain. 40-0, 7 minutes remain. $18 on the play clock here as we wait for Centralia to break out into formation. Make sure to stick around for the Phillips Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing halftime show. Brought to you by Phillips Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Give Blake Hetzler a call today. Here's a snap. As they both faked receiving it, as it's the number 5. Chase Kemker on the carry. I don't even know how he ended up with it. But neither guys in the backfield received it. And it's a touchdown for Centralia. 46-0. At this point, we will have a running clock in the second half.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
Two in the backfield again. No receivers. There's a snap. Handed it off. And it's given to Cooper Gehring. And he's in for the 2-point conversion. 48-0 your score. 6:24 remaining. We'll take a break and be back.
Litter Feed Incorporated is dedicated to providing unmatched service, building relationships with our customers, and providing animal nutrition services backed by quality products. Stop in today, 103 South Elm Street, Lewistown, Missouri, a founding sponsor of the Lewis County Scoop.
Shelter Insurance Agent Richard Horner looks forward to working with you on your coverage needs in the Canton area. Together, they'll work to see that your needs are met before something goes wrong. They realize that good customer service goes beyond business hours, so if you ever have any questions about your policies, you can call them at any time. Give the Richard Horner Shelter Insurance Agency a call today at 573-288-3734. That's Richard Horner, your shelter insurance agent serving the Canton area.
Need some fuel in your car and your belly? Stop by Murphy's Gas Station in Monticello, Missouri. With a full menu and daily specials, sweet snacks, and plenty of fuel, they'll help you get through your day and to your destination. Murphy's Gas Station, just off Highway 16, Monticello, Missouri.
Hey, welcome back here. 6:24 remaining, 48-0 the score. And here's a kick from Centralia down into the backfield. Pretty much the Centralia team could probably roster a college team. As Porter Peters tries to bring it back, he'll get brought down to the 18-yard line. At 48-0 your score, 6:15 remaining. Highland will break down the formation, 17 on the play clock. Dawson Hedges, the sophomore, back in the backfield. Here's motion across from Porter Peters. They'll hand it to Gauss. Gauss has a gap. He's going to cut across. He's going to try and find the sideline. He's got two Centralia players. He'll try to truck through him. He'll get pushed out of bounds. As Gauss is going to lie down for a little bit. As he gets as that's a Cougar first down. I think the first down for the Cougars this whole game, as Gauss is looking pretty hurt. And so Dawson Hedges will go back, so Dent will probably take over in the backfield. And they'll finally get Gauss up, but he is definitely hurt.
Oh, no.
You figured it out?
Oh, no.
Yeah. Dawson Hedges hands it off as there's a gain from the Cougars. Hey, Cougars are getting some momentum. It's Levi Dent on the carry.
Oh, he got hit in a bad place.
Yep.
Oh, no. Oh,
You didn't have to say it.
no, he got in this spot.
Yeah. Hedges will take back out for the play. 48-0. 3 and 5 to go on the play. Is it really? No, 2nd and 5. So 5-yard gain for Levi Dent. Hedges with the snap. He'll hand it off to Dent. Dent's going to try and cut across the field. He's looking for a gap. He will probably take a loss of 1, maybe get it back to the original line. Looks like the original line. Now it's 3rd and 5. Cougars were getting some momentum going, though. Gauss will definitely take a bit of a break there. I don't blame him. Take all the time you need there, buddy. .454 and counting. Cougars on the left hash mark on the 44-yard line. There's a snap. It's going to be Porter Peters with a carry here. As he's going to run, and we'll get a flag.
Yeah, no, goes number 3, Porter Peters. Tackled at the 40.
I think that's a first, yeah, because we've never had to write down Peters down for a carry. So that's Peter's first carry of the year, I think. Jason Bryson on the tackle. Yep, penalty is probably going to be on Highland. Holding. Offense. That decline. So it'll be 4th and 5, or 4th and. So the Peters carry is a loss of 2. No, loss of 1. So it'll be 4th and 6. As Cooper Hinton's getting his stuff figured out. Actually, that ain't Cooper Hinton. That might be. That's a number 61. I think that's Bartz. Connor Bartz on the kick. Good punt from Bartz there. Fielded at the Centralia 21-yard line. So going to make Centralia have to do some work, but they've made the work look easy. Hey, Chris Gauss has returned. I think he's taken long enough of a break.
I think you should get as long as break as you need when you get hit there. Whew. Especially in football. That's happened once with me, and it takes a second to get back from that. Let me tell you.
It does. 4:16 remaining here. 48-0 the score. Yep, I think my halftime interview forgot he had a halftime interview because he just headed out of the building. So, oh well. 4:10 remaining. Here's a snap, and it's a run. It's a carry by the number 8 of Clayton Moore. New names, new faces every play.
Tackle out of bounds from the far sideline.
And it's enough for a first down. Now it's on the 32. Centralia's going to make some work. Centralia finally breaks out into formation, 48-0, 3:35. Watch the mic there, buddy. There's a snap. They're going to take it. They'll hand it off. Dragged down at carry, taken by Charlie Robinson. Probably a gain of 5. 6.
7-yard line by number 6. Ashton Schultz. Gain of 5 brings up 7-5.
Centralia will break out into formation. 2:51 remaining here in the first half. There's a snap. It's a carry up the middle. It's the number 8 of Clayton Moore as he's got the sideline. He's got one to beat. Yeah, a bunch of them will catch up. Cougars will wrap them and bring them down after a big gain across the field as he is brought down at the Highland 20. And it started on the Centralia 37.
Number 8, Clayton Moore, the ball carrier. Takes the ball down to the 20-yard line. Tackle by number 7, Chris Gauss.
They're finding ways to start to slow. I mean, got him to a second down there.
2:03 remaining, 48-0 the score. It's improvement. They'll break on the formation. 2 in the backfield once again. As this time it will be a take by the number 9 of Ethan Ross as he's going to cut across the field. There's some flags. Like
Probably gonna be a
4
holding.
flags.
Number
3
9,
flags.
the ball carrier. He's in the end zone, but there are penalty markers on the field.
Might bring Centralia back. Yep.
to be holding it against the offense. It'll be a 10-yard penalty for this.
Hey, Cougars get a break.
Down.
1:36. Time is stopped. Centralia sits up 48-0. Substitution for the Cougars. Cooper Hinton going to come in and play some defense. And starting out on the field is Clayton Moore bringing the play.
Good for Centralia to probably switch in substitutes here, get some playing time for some of the younger guys.
As it's taken by Ethan Ross as he's trying to find, he has to break out. Big loss here for the Centralia Panthers as the rushing from the Cougars finally pays off.
Defense starting to figure out things now. Is first sack that I've seen in a while. And it was a big sack.
Makes him brings up second and long. It's now on the 32, and they started on the 20. Actually, no, they started on the 28 after the penalty from the hold. Still another big loss, though, for Centralia, as now it's a long second down for the Panthers. There's a snap taken. They'll fake the handoff. He'll run it up the middle. It's Ethan Ross as he is wrapped up and brought down. Now it's third and long. Cougars might actually get a stop, but I don't know if it'll be enough to stop any points. As Centralia could probably even kick a field goal.
Yeah, possibly might be as
We've seen how loaded the Centralia team is, and no, we're just going to let it go to halftime. So, hey, halftime, we'll be back with the halftime show. We'll take a break and be back.
From feed and fuel to fertilizer and farm supplies, Farmers Co-op has what you need. Call Mike Stauffer at 660-342-6788 and let your co-op keep your farm growing strong.
If your school, team, business, or event needs promotional products, then you need Design It in Canton. Design It is a full custom screen printing and embroidery shop. Whether you need a couple of shirts or a couple thousand, Design It can handle the job. They have some of the best designers in the area to bring your idea to life. Come in and see them Monday through Friday, 8 to 6, and Saturdays by appointment. You can also shop their online store at designitapparel.com. That's Design It in Canton.
This broadcast is brought to you by Phillips Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, provided you're needing heating, cooling, and plumbing throughout the tri-state area. Give Blake a call today at 573-822-4284 or visit them at filupsheatingandcooling.com.
Arnold's Funeral Homes in Canton and Lewistown have been serving the area community for 5 generations. They're thankful to be an important part of the community. They provide compassionate funeral and cremation services to the community with a focus on honoring the memory of loved ones. They also offer professional and respectful services to support families during difficult times. That's Arnold's Funeral Homes in Canton and Lewistown, family service since 1898.
I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm for working hard for what you get and then protecting what you've got. Your home, your vehicles, your life. I'm for making an honest living and taking pride in what you do. And for giving back to the community I call home. I'm for serving my clients with the respect and dignity you would expect from the farmers that started this company. And though I know you probably hope you never need me, I'm here for you when you do. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent. And if you're a Missourian, I'm for you.
Hey, welcome back here for the halftime show. Jacob, I think, ran off. I think he had to go do something. So It's just me, your play-by-play Remington Yates, Jacob Jailing on the color with me. No halftime guest tonight. Things come up, and my pinch hitter, I think, forgot that I asked him to, so he headed out. So no halftime interview here tonight. 48-0 your score at halftime. Centralia leads. Of course, this is a number 5 state ranked Centralia. It's a tough Centralia team to be playing when you've only got 24 players and 10 of them are sophomores. So inexperience hurts you in this case. And so inexperience, conditioning, you're only a sophomore. You haven't really developed your body long enough to go this long by yourself. So, you've got to just hope this Cougar team can just add a bunch of players and keep them. I mean, that's just been it. The last couple of years has been retention and, just interest in garnering more players and everything. But you've also got to battle population changes in the area. This year, Highland moved down to Class 1 with a 175 enrollment this year. So, you move into Class 1 football, but you've still got to deal with your Clarence County Conference, and that's the problem with being stuck in a conference schedule is you're going to have to play schools that are Class 2 and maybe occasionally a school that's Class 3. I mean, this Centralia team, Centralia's enrollment is 288. They are literally 20 kids away from 300 and being in Class 3. So, it's definitely something that could happen is playing these big schools that you are nowhere close to meeting with. And of course, the Clarence County Conference being as tough as it is with, Palmyra, Macon, Centralia, as we will take a break and let the band perform here for the halftime show.
And now your 2025-26 Marching Highlanders.
As that was the marching Highlanders, as they'll make their way off the field. 38-0 is your score. 3:57 remaining at halftime. We'll take a break and be back with the second half of action. And a little bit more of the halftime show brought to you by Phillips and Eagle. In fact, nope, he's busy. All right, we'll take a break and be back.
Got farmland you want to rent out? Contact Austin Braunstein at B&B Farms, a local farm ran by generations of farming. Give Austin a call at 573-501-1151. B&B Farms, a proud sponsor of Lewis County Scoop Sports. Need rock, sand, fertilizer, grain, or feed hauled? Hoeing Trucking LLC has you covered. With over 25 years of experience, we deliver fast, reliable service across the Midwest. Family owned and built on trust, we move what matters safely and on time. Call Hoeing Trucking today, 217-430-0130, or visit hoeingtruckingllc.com. When fall arrives and you're searching for the perfect pumpkin, head to Autumn Harvest Farms just off Highway 24 in West Quincy. With pumpkins, family fun, and more, it's the place to be this autumn. Returning this fall. Don't miss it.
Need an energy kick? Mojo Energy Pouches, only $4.99. Grab Wiley Wallaby Licorice, 2 for $6. Airco reward members get double points on all promotional items. Let's go, Airco.
The Wild Tiger Boutique in Canton is your local game day boutique. They offer a curated collection of game day apparel and accessories for the entire family. Their collections include items for the home, jewelry and accessories, and an extensive line of apparel for local high school, college, and Greek life. Now's also the perfect time to check out their Valentine's collection. The Wild Tiger Boutique is open Monday to Friday 8 to 6 and Saturdays 10 to 2. Come in and see them in Canton or shop online at thewildtigerboutique.com, a proud supporter of the Canton Tigers. Shelter Insurance Agent Richard Horner looks forward to working with you on your coverage needs in the Canton area. Together, they'll work to see that your needs are met before something goes wrong. They realize that good customer service goes beyond business hours, so if you ever have any questions about your policies, you can call them at any time. Give the Richard Horner Shelter Insurance Agency a call today at 573-288-3734. That's Richard Horner, your shelter insurance agent serving the Canton area.
This broadcast is brought to you by Phillips Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, provided you're needing heating, cooling, and plumbing throughout the tri-state area. Give Blake a call today at 573-822-4284 or visit them at filupsheatingandcooling.com.
Let's go, Airco.
Snack and save this week at Airco. Snickers and Twix, 2 for $4.50. Haribo Gold Bears, 2 for $4. Tootsie Twin Bars and Butterfinger Bars, just 2 for $4. Dots Pretzels, 2 for $8. And don't forget Combo Stuffed Snacks, 2 for $5. Airco reward members get double points on all promotional items. Let's go, Airco.
Let's go, Airco. Let's go, Airco. Let's go.
Got farmland you want to rent out? Contact Austin Braunstein at B&B Farms, a local farm ran by generations of farming. Give Austin a call at 573-501-1151. B&B Farms, a proud sponsor of Lewis County Scoop Sports.
And we're back here on the Lewis County Scoops broadcast here of the Highland Cougar football game between the Highland Cougars and the Centralia Panthers. State ranked Centralia Panthers to be exact. Number 5 in the state to be exact. Centralia Panthers. Oh, excuse me. I'm roasting up here like a turkey. I was basting. As I think we'll have a bit of a warm-up period. I am drenched in sweat. I am tired. And it's 48-0 is your score as Centralia leads. Not the results you really want when you're the Cougars, but you kind of knew that going into this game.
Okay, great. Thanks for telling.
You've struggled this whole season. I mean, you have played some pretty good football on the year. You have scored 20 points, but given up 30 every game. You had 20 a game, 30 a game. So this is definitely a game where you've got to figure out your defense. But of course, it's hard to do that when the other team wants to put 2 guys in the backfield and you don't know who is taking the snaps. And so, it could be any of the 11 players on that field, it feels like at this point, for the Panthers. So, we'll have a running clock here for the second half. I'm your play-by-play, Remington Yates. Jacob Jailing on the color. He's a little busy. He's busy. All right. Pays to be a busy man. All right, let's give a shout-out to all of our amazing sponsors real quick. Richard Horner, Shelter Insurance, Jeff Whiston, Farm Bureau Insurance, Mike Stauffer, Farmers Co-op, Murphy Brothers Gas Station, Ayers Oils, B&B Farms, Hoeing Trucking, Design It, Wild Tiger Boutique, Autumn Harvest Farms, Corix Carpet Cleaning, Sharps Custom Detailing, Phillips Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, Arnold Funeral Home, Clearfeed Incorporated. Thank you all of our wonderful sponsors, and thank them for bringing you Lewis County Scoop football here on the Highland Cougars. I messed that whole lineup, but yet I'm just going to put it behind me because I am roasting and my brain is pretty much well cooked. I should have brought a towel or something to wipe myself off because it's getting in my glasses. I can't really see. I can't take them off. But it looks like they'll stick to Dawson Hedges at quarterback. As you know, you just got to give the sophomore more experience and just battle through the losses of the season. But you'll have him for his junior year and his senior year. And that's going to be the big thing the big challenge for this team is the retention of the 10 juniors or the 10 sophomores and the 6 juniors and the 4 freshmen, and hopefully maybe even gain some next year. As they got 13 seconds left on the halftime clock, the warm-up clock actually, as we return to high school football. And if I remember, Centralia kicked off first, so now it will be Highland to kick off. So Centralia will probably look to put more points on the board to start off the half. Hey, a wonderful man came up to me at the concession stand during the band performance and thanked me and the crew for what we do here for the broadcast. So, hey, stuff like that helps us and lets us know we're doing the right thing and everything. So make sure you share your criticism, your thoughts, and your thanks to let us know how we're doing our jobs and what we can improve on. Hey, it's still Pink Night here as we bring around awareness for breast cancer awareness. As Jacob Jailing seems to be getting an earful on the phone. So there's the kickoff. As the Cougars will actually receive. Porter Peters will struggle to get it, but he'll pick it up. He's going to go back over to the sideline, but get brought down.
Panthers kickoff fielded by number 3, Porter Peters.
As
8 lead. Highland start 1st and 10 from their own.
the Highland will start on 1st and 10 on their own 14 here in the third quarter of action. Again, your score 48-0. Centralia have loaded on the points, and we'll just have a running clock the rest of this game, with the exceptions of timeouts and injuries and they break on the formation. Hedges at shotgun. Twins right or Twins left, but there's a motion across, but they'll hand it off. As here's a run up the middle. It's Christopher Gauss. He's going to find a sideline. He's got one man to beat. He'll beat him. He's going to be at the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Highland Cougars. Christopher Gauss with a big run.
Chris Gauss. He's at the 86-yard touchdown.
86-yard touchdown. 86-yard touchdown for Christopher Gauss. I think that ties his career distance on a touchdown rush, as the last one was at home here against Palmyra. Now, that one was either 85 or 86. I'll have to go back and look. In fact, we'll look after the two-point conversion attempt here from the Cougars. It's the old Cougar crawl, but it will, as the ball is dropped in the backfield, wrapped up, brought down, and it is no good. 48-6 your score. We'll take a break and be back.
This broadcast is brought to you by Phillips Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, provided you're needing heating, cooling, and plumbing throughout the tri-state area. Give Blake a call today at 573-822-4284 or visit them at filupsheatingandcooling.com.
Let's go,
Snack and save this week at Airco. Snickers and Twix, 2 for $4.50. Haribo Gold Bears, 2 for $4. Tootsie Twin Bars and Butterfinger Bars, just 2 for $4. Dots Pretzels, 2 for $8. And don't forget Combo Stuffed Snacks, 2 for $5. Airco reward members get double points on all promotional items, Let's go, Airco.
Let's go, Airco. Let's go, Airco. Let's go.
Got farmland you want to rent out? Contact Austin Braunstein at B&B Farms, a local farm ran by generations of farming. Give Austin a call at 573-501-1151. B&B Farms, a proud sponsor of Lewis County Scoop Sports.
And welcome back. Let's look at Gauss's stats. 4-3-1-0-1 minus 2, 2-3, 21-86.
Yeah, he did the same thing last game here at Highland. Was he
Against
just started
Palmyra.
off really small and then just had 2 big break plays to get him a lot of yards.
And that tied his longest run of his career at 86, which was against Palmyra too. So, hey, there we go. Cougars got some points on the board, so we ain't getting shut out tonight. 48-6 your score, 8:34 remaining. Again, a running clock here as well, we're going to put the ball down on its side here as Gauss going to take the kick. Gauss will take the kick. They will squib it as they're not able to get it. Highland's got the ball back. It's Porter Peters.
Man, the Cougars came out of the locker room. Sorry, excuse me. Trying to find a way to score, and I mean, that big onside kick there just bounces up, hits the Centralia Panther in the chest, drops down, and Porter Peters, with his speed, gets on it really fast there at the 43-yard line of Centralia.
Max Kemper, Walker Atkinson for Centralia, the number 4, had the ball and lost it. He went to grab it. It went over his head, and he lost it. So now we start off again here, Cougars in Centralia territory. Dawson Hedges steps back. He's going to put it up in the air. No one's able to grab it, though, as it's incomplete.
Xavier Santiago was the target there. Didn't even turn around for the look.
I guess he didn't think he was in the right spot. Porter Peters could have maybe had a chance. Hedges that ain't for him, but incomplete. Hey, what? If you let Hedges kind of throw this ball around, he can make some forward momentum for this team. He did it against South Shelby and just threw an interception at the 1-yard line as they had a chance to score. But definitely going to head back out here and try and score again. I mean, you try and see if you can get your 20 points a game, but 7:05 and counting remaining here in the third quarter. 48-6 is your score. Hedges at shotgun. Twins on the right or left. One's going to cut across. Instead, they'll fake and hand it off to Gauss. Gauss up the middle. He's going to get spun around. He's going to keep trying as he's just going to drag the entire Centralia football team with him and get a few more yards with it.
Down at the 38-yard line. It's going to get about 5 on the play.
I mean,
That's to his big rush total.
Gauss is just a beast of a man. I mean, you've got to see him, Jacob. He is kind of built different. And just carried almost the entire Centralia football team with him there.
Yeah, I mean, he just kept pushing forward, but his momentum, he puts his head down once he gets to the line of scrimmage, just gives him an extra 3 yards. If he gets hit there, then he just keeps going, finds a lane, and works inside to out, as you're supposed to do as a running back.
Gauss runs up the middle again. This time it'll be enough for a first down, about a 5-6 yard gain maybe. We'll see. They'll give him 5. No, they'll give him 6. Sorry, they'll give him 6 on that one.
So finally, the offense working as they didn't do anything in the first half.
Which, of course, I also wonder if Centralia's maybe thrown out a bit of their secondary too, though.
I doubt it.
You were up 48-0. There's no real point. You can always throw your starters back in if the game gets a little closer. There's a snap. They will hand it off to Heath Feldkamp. Feldkamp tries to run it up. He'll get brought down, though, at the line of scrimmage. Good little attempt there by the Cougars, but not enough. So now you got to find something that'll work. Hedges will come back for the next play. 48-6, 5:25 remaining.
Back at the line of scrimmage, no gain on play. Works up 2nd and 10.
So 2nd and 10 for the Cougars. It's down the left hash mark. Gas is going to get himself a bit of a break after the yardage he's had on for the Cougars. Hedges at shotgun. We're going to go Twins on the right this time, one on the left. We'll see if there's any motion. Nope, they'll take it, and they'll hand it off to Levi Dent, who will carry it up and probably get a gain of 5, maybe more, depending on where they saw him down.
Switching up who's got the ball, it might help your offensive strategy, and who knows if they work it pretty well here in the second half. Could continue into Monroe City next week.
They'll make it next week.
Or make it next week.
I might find somebody for that road game. I don't know yet. I'll have to ask him on Monday's meeting at the Wildcat Network. But Macon native, so we'll see if he'll be up for it. Cougars break out in position. Shotgun, Twins on the right. They'll hand it to Levi Dent again. Dent up the middle. This time he'll get stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down for the Cougars. Might have gained a yard. We'll see.
Yeah, it's a good yard.
Yep.
The ball carrier. Tackled by 63 near his right.
It looks like 4th and 5. Looks like they will go for it. As they'll bring Gauss back out, as they're going to look to try and maybe use him to get the first down, possibly that, or maybe make Centralia think they're going to use the rush game, but might open up the pass game here. Yeah, looks like they're going to try and stuff up the middle, maybe. Hedges. He'll take the snap. He's going to step back. Yep, play action. Throws it to Porter Peters, who gets knocked down, and that's a pass interference every day of the week.
Pass intended number 3.
I don't think Peters realized that there's a flag right next to his right foot.
Yeah, he was looking for the flag. It's behind him. So big break for the Cougars on a 4th and 4 pass play, as Porter Peters would have had that if that was not broken up like that, but it is pass interference, so no matter what, you're probably going to get a first down on that.
Oh, yeah, definitely going to be an automatic first down. And they're looking at the Cougars as getting their 2nd touchdown of the half pretty fast as well.
Pretty fast, especially with the running clock, too. I mean, it's 2:50, but, if the clock had kept stopping, it'd feel like they maybe only wasted a couple minutes. But with the running clock, it's definitely not felt like that. Hedges steps back. He fumbles with the ball a little bit. Thrown up the middle. Touchdown, Highland. Porter Peters on the catch. I almost didn't think he survived the ground.
He just tucked that in, crossing right up the middle. And right there for a Highland touchdown. Tucks it in before he hits the ground, and they're going to go for a 2-point conversion here.
13-yard pass for a touchdown, and 2:19 and counting, and a 2-point conversion. Excuse me for that. My sinuses are starting to kill me. It's harvest season. I have the worst sinuses in the world. How much time we got on the play clock? 18 seconds. Hedges will head out. Looks like Arnsman had some second guesses about what play he called. Called Hedges back and set up with a different play. 9 seconds. Got to break out into formation. Hedges at shotgun. Twins left. Motion across. They'll hand it to Gauss, who's going to run it up the middle. Gauss.
Oh, it looked like he had it.
They're going to say no. I think he might have had enough, but depends on if he stretched that ball out at all. I don't know if he was able to, but no 2-point conversion. So back-to-back 2-point conversion failures, but 2 touchdowns for the Cougars. We'll take a break and be back.
Old Trapper beef sticks, 2 for $4. Save $4 on select Icon meats. Plus save $2 on Stoker's Tubs. Erico reward members get double points on all promotional items. Let's go, Erico.
Arnold's Funeral Homes in Canton and Lewistown have been serving the area community for 5 generations. They're thankful to be an important part of the community. They provide compassionate funeral and cremation services to the community with a focus on honoring the memory of loved ones. They also offer professional and respectful services to support families during difficult times. That's Arnold's Funeral Homes in Canton and Lewistown, family service since 1898.
This broadcast is brought to you by Cork's Carpet Cleaning, providing commercial and residential cleaning services. They are the carpet cleaning choice in Northeast Missouri. Give Eric a call at 573-423-6523.
Hey, we're back. 48-12 your score with 26 seconds remaining in the third quarter of action. The Cougars score yet another touchdown after a Porter Peters 13-yard touchdown. And there's another one. Goes out of bounds that time, though, so that'll be a flag.
That one, you just got to hit it screaming at them. If they're going to get out the way, just hit them with it. But
As I don't know which number 4 is the one that it keeps going by
I guess
there.
the
But
shorter one, Walker Atkinson. Atkinson.
Atkinson. The sophomore, or the freshman, actually, as that'll bring it into the third quarter. We'll take a break and be back here on Lewis County Scoop.
I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm for working hard for what you get and then protecting what you've got. Your home, your vehicles, your life. I'm for making an honest living and taking pride in giving back to the community I call home. I'm for serving my clients with the respect and dignity you would expect from the farmers that started this company. And though I know you probably hope you never need me, I'm here for you when you do. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and if you're a Missourian, I'm for you.
Need rock, sand, fertilizer, grain, or feed hauled? Hoeing Trucking LLC has you covered. With over 25 years of experience, we deliver fast, reliable service across the Midwest. Family owned and built on trust, we move what matters, safely and on time. Call Hoeing Trucking today, 217-430-0130, or visit hoeingtruckingllc.com. When fall arrives and you're searching for the perfect pumpkin, head to Autumn Harvest Farms just off Highway 24 in West Quincy. With pumpkins, family fun, and more, it's the place to be this autumn. Returning this fall. Don't miss it.
Back here on Lewis County Scoop, 48-12. Cougars have put some points on the boards coming into the second half. So, hey, you're 8 points away from your 20 points you're averaging a game. So, definitely could look forward to that. So I could look more into it, see how many points we've actually averaged, but it's felt like 20. We've averaged at least 20 a game, I feel like. As there's a snap, we're going to stick to the old, don't know who's it's going to snap to. As it's going to come back, but it'll say a gain of 3. I don't even know who the ball carrier was for Centralia. How about we just pick a guy? Thank you. Grant Kendrick. Wow, good game for the Longhorns, the Parkway West Longhorns, Jacob's alma mater, 31-21 in the fourth quarter. Don't know how much time is left on that one, but hey, here it's 48-12. Centralia leads 11:23 on the running clock. With Centralia on the ball on 2nd and 7. They're in the middle of the field here, closer to the left hash mark as they break out into formation. 50-yard line is where the ball is placed.
Looks like Centralia is just going to kill as much time as they can. Get out on the bus. Get out of here.
There's a snap. It's taken by the 7 of Peyton Kemker.
Peyton Kemker, the ball carrier. Tackled in the backfield. Tackle for loss.
10:44 and counting. 48-12 still the score. Centralia's looking to gain something, but now it's 3rd and 8. Highland's holding. As we got 15 seconds on the play clock, Centralia is wasting up as much time as they possibly can in the huddle, but making sure to still leave enough time on the play clock. As there's a snap, a lot of motion in the backfield. I think 13. Jaden Avila is who we'll go with.
Starting to get stuffed here as now Centralia is on 4th down. This defense proven tough. Giving them a chance at a couple more points.
Hey, you get a big stop here. You turn over on downs at your own 48. As long as you can get the stop here. Maybe more if you get a big sack or something, but that's asking a bit much. So I'll just keep my wishes to a minimum. As I think Centralia will take a timeout. Yes, they will. Cougars were moving around on defense. They were kind of expecting. We'll take a break and be back.
The Wild Tiger Boutique in Canton is your local game day boutique. They offer a curated collection of game day apparel and accessories for the entire family. Their collections include items for the home, jewelry and accessories, and an extensive line of apparel for local high school, college, and Greek life. Now's also the perfect time to check out their Valentine's collection. The Wild Tiger Boutique is open Monday to Friday 8 to 6 and Saturdays 10 to 2. Come in and see them in Canton or shop online at thewildtigerboutique.com, a proud supporter of the Canton Tigers. Shelter Insurance Agent Richard Horner looks forward to working with you on your coverage needs in the Canton area. Together, they'll work to see that your needs are met before something goes wrong. They realize that good customer service goes beyond business hours, so if you ever have any questions about your policies, you can call them at any time. Give the Richard Horner Shelter Insurance Agency a call today at 573-288-3734. That's Richard Horner, your shelter insurance agent serving the Canton area.
We're getting down with some Cotton Eye Joe once again here at Highland Field. We're in the Josh Houchins Memorial Press Box here in Lewistown, Missouri. Remington Yates, Jacob Jailing on the call. 9:22 remaining after a timeout from Centralia. 48-12 your score. It is 4th and 5. I think they were going to try and draw offsides, but the Cougars did not fall for it. They were moving their defense, so they were kind of expecting the play. As there's a snap here, as they will punt it. So you force Centralia to punt. Oh, but the ball's going to take
It's
a
going to be
big
roughing the
swing.
kicker.
We'll get a roughing the kicker penalty,
So
though.
Centralia will get a first down.
That's a rough one.
The kicker was running out to the side like he was going to run, and then punted it away, making him obviously a
Foul,
kicker.
roughing the kicker. Defense or receiving
Number
team.
56, Tyson Voth.
Yeah, both will take the penalty there. One of the captains for this Cougars team. But it looks like they'll just take the field position and send the Cougars on offense. If you're up 48-12, you don't really need to. Or what are we doing? I don't know. They will just Centralia will take it, so they'll move back out on offense. 8:21 and counting. Stick around for the post-game show brought to you by Phillips Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Call Blake Setzler today for heating, cooling, and plumbing needs. Breaks down the formation. Centralia at the middle of the field. On the 33-yard line. Highlands 33, 1st and 10. They'll do it once again. It's a quarterback draw. This time it is Hank Lee.
Hank Lee for the ball carrier. Takes it down to the Highland 26-yard line.
The 7:42 and counting. And it'll be 2nd and 4. Both will redeem it a little bit with a tackle there to stop the gain.
I think Highland might be able to stop Centralia even with this 2nd and 2.
But you're going to have some really bad field positioning. But it'd have been better than that punt. But they probably could even kick the field goal and score 3 more points. But there's a snap. It's a run up the middle. I think he has enough. He might be short a yard, so it'll be 3rd and 1.
Short inches probably. Or yeah, they're going to mark it as 1.
Number 23.
They're just going to push through. Probably just a dive right up the middle.
Yeah, they'll probably do what they've
Get the
done.
first down.
2 in the backfield as shotgun, and they'll just give it to 1, and he'll run it up the middle with a bit of a push from behind. So 3rd and 1, Cougars have a chance to get a stop here. Still be careful of the play action, though, from Centralia. But you haven't just really even seen it. They've just run the ball all night on the 2 QB system that they've got going on here, the 2 running back system in the backfield.
Yeah, I mean, the pass game wasn't working too well in the beginning.
And
so
they faked it. Neither guy in the backfield had it.
I mean, it's working. They will do it really well. You think that the two people in the backfield have it, but there's just a little, what's called like a flex or a wing right there behind the tight end and the tackle. And the center snaps it to them instead of the quarterback.
So it'll be 1st and 10 here. At some point, Centralia could just say, we could stop running the system and do something else. Try something else maybe, but nope. They'll stick to what works. There's a snap. This time it will go to one of the 2 in the back. He's going to run it up. He's going to get stuffed. And it'll be a gain of about 5.
Number 7. Peyton Kemper, the ball carrier.
Peyton Kempker with the ball. Heath Feldkamp will get the tackle. A sophomore wide receiver defensive back. So there's one of your other sophomores on this team that can make an impact in a few years. Dawson Hedges, Xavier Santiago, Caden Walden, Baxter Ledbetter, Levi Dent. Just a lot of sophomores that could definitely make some impacts on this team down the future. As there's a carry from Peyton Kempker again. And it'll be short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and 1 here for the Cougars.
See if the Cougars can hold them here. Got plenty of time on the play clock.
You got plenty of time to score.
4:25 on the game clock.
You have all three of your timeouts. Now 2 backs in the field. We'll see if they can get the stop. If not, you've still got chances to score the 20. As there's a sweep motion here. He's going to get dropped, and it might be short. Now we'll see where they put it. Are they going to put it on inches, or are they going to put it on...
Yeah, it's going to be 4th down.
4th and inches.
First downs. That'll bring up 4th and inches.
Yep, well, they said they got the first down. I don't know about that one. I think he was short, but I think they just decided to say
Probably if they brought out that chain, some of that ball would be passed.
What was the one I seen where they used a piece of paper to see?
Oh, yeah, that was in the NFL. That was crazy how close that was.
I'll have to show you one later. There's a snap. He'll take it up the middle. Then he'll cut across and in for the touchdown. That's the 15 of Grant Kendrick.
He's in for a 7-yard touchdown.
For a 7-yard touchdown on Centralia. Jacob, any standouts for Centralia for player of the game at the end of the night?
Oh, just all around. Ford started off the game with a 38-yard pass reception, and then also had a 28-yard pass reception. Yeah, I think I'd probably go with Ford. Or, yeah, Ford. But we'll talk about that in postgame.
Yeah. 2:31. They'll run it up the middle. You can blow the whistle whenever you'd like. There we go. They finally blow the whistle, and the 2-point conversion is no good.
Good. For 2 minutes and 15 seconds. And counting. Left the ball game.
Hey, we'll stay on the air here. Hey, let's do station identification.
You're listening to Highland Cougar Football here on the Lewis County Scoop Facebook and YouTube page.
Life is old there, older than the tree, younger than the mountains, rolling like a breeze.
Oh, speaking of breezes, we got a little bit of a nice one coming through these windows.
To the place I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, country
if-
road.
I mean, not the Wildcats. Ugh. The
Ah.
Cougars. The Cougars have gotten a couple of touchdowns off of kick returns this year.
See
if
if
they can
Porter
do something.
Peters has it here tonight. Yeah, looks like Xavier Santiago had it.
Oh,
No, that's Heath Feldkamp, actually. As he's going to just try and run up the middle. He'll sweep wide and brought down.
In film camp.
Has a little late tackle there from Centralia, but no flag for it.
Oregon Hesser.
probably time for either one or two plays.
Yeah, you got both timeouts. 50 seconds, 54-12 your score.
Highland 22-yard line.
That is a lovely breeze finally coming through long after I'm done sweating. But it'll feel good for the rest of the night. Might even drive back to Culver
Windows
with
down?
the windows down.
Baby.
Just make sure all my papers don't go flying out. I got way too many papers in my car. I got a problem. Hey, Jacob, you want to take over? Dawson Hedges takes a snap. He's going to fire it. Heath Feldkamp looking. Almost intercepted.
Good defense there by the number 13 of Avila. Turned around just in time to get his hands up, knock it away. Not even, I mean, Feldkamp
10
didn't even
seconds.
try to come back to it.
Yep, we'll just leave it there. It's 54-12 will be your final score here tonight. As the Cougars fall yet again, they'll go to 0-6 on the season, 0-3 in the Clarence Cannon Conference. Meanwhile, the Panthers will move to 5-1, 3-1 on the conference. We'll take a bit of a break and come back with the post-game show here as we look for some final scores from across the conference and around. We'll be back after this.
Arnold's Funeral Homes in Canton and Lewistown have been serving the area community for 5 generations. They're thankful to be an important part of the community. They provide compassionate funeral and cremation services to the community with a focus on honoring the memory of loved ones. They also offer professional and respectful services to support families during difficult times. That's Arnold's Funeral Homes in Canton and Lewistown, family service since 1898.
I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm for working hard for what you get and then protecting what you've got. Your home, your vehicles, your life. I'm for making an honest living and taking pride in what you do, and for giving back to the community I call home. I'm for serving my clients with the respect and dignity you would expect from the farmers that started this company. And though I know you probably hope you never need me, I'm here for you when you do. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and if you're a Missourian, I'm for you.
And we are back here. Some scores from across the area. Hey, yeah, there's a lot of softball scores. I was going to look for football scores, but overall, your final score 48-12. They took it down
54-12.
54-12. Yeah, that's right. As ain't really got any scores from across the area for football yet, but we do have some games going on. As nope, those are some older games. Here we go. Nothing. Somebody's got to be updating scores around here somewhere, but I guess
Go to Max
not.
Preps.
I'll go to Max Preps. Hopefully we'll get something out of there. Jacob, overall, how'd you feel about that game? I mean, the Cougars, were just they were going to take the beating tonight, but I mean,
that first half, Centralia's a better team, but you still got to try to make some plays and stuff, and nothing happened in the first half for Highland. Absolutely nothing happened. So you got to improve upon that, and they did make the adjustments they needed on offense coming out of the locker room, as we saw a big touchdown by Chris Gauss.
We got to figure out why you want to say Connor, because I want to figure that out.
And then another touchdown to give them 12 points. I mean, the defense looked really, pretty better, a lot better than they did in the first half. And I mean, it's just about making those adjustments. But when you're playing a team like this, you can't wait for halftime to make those adjustments. You got to make those adjustments on the sideline and then go out and do it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, this was just a game that you're going to try and figure out what you're going to do here. Score update 35-21, Scotland County Westran. Yeah, so Scotland County remains, I believe, undefeated. No, 3-2 on the season, so they'll go 4-2 if this game is in fact over, and we'll try and get more games for you there. But yeah, I mean, boy, Putnam County over Polo 41-14 right now. So those are your leaders of the Class 1 District 8 standings, both taking wins here today. Not sure about South Shelby and Milan. I doubt Milan will have any scores on the Max Preps. But overall, I thought the Cougars, went out there and they were going to play their best against Centralia. You come in, you're going to play a number 5 school. You put up 2 touchdowns on them in that second half. So definitely the second half was very strong for the Cougars.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you like. You like to see the improvement, but you need to see that in the first half as well. I mean, it gave me a little bit of hope. It was good to see some scores. Honestly, I thought it looked better than last time we were here at Highland against Palmyra. The defense both the defense and the offense seemed to be working a little bit better in kind of more an intertwining way, whereas versus Palmyra is more parallel.
Then they started doing the onside kicks on us, and that game got turned around. We were playing keep up with them. We were answering back with almost every punch they gave us. But then they started the onside kick slaughter, and it was just downhill from there for the Cougars. But overall, I thought, tonight was a game where you're definitely going to have to show off what you're made of and see what you can work on and everything, and what you need to look forward to, especially when you go on the road to Macon.
Yeah, Macon's going to be tough. They put up a huge fight against Palmyra.
They took away a win from Palmyra, but now they've gone to let's see here, 2-1 on the season. So Brookfield still remains undefeated in their Class 2 District 7 standings there. against Macon, Monroe City, Palmyra, Mark Twain, and Clark County. That's another game the Cougars have to look forward to. And is Clark County, who is 1-3, I believe, on the season. They're down as 0-3 on here, but they won the game against South Shelby to get their first win of the season, so we didn't mark that win down. But I mean, again, Dawson Hedges, I think, has been a little more freedom this game. He showed some signs of brilliance out there, but I mean, again, just the pass protect was not there for him the whole game.
Yeah, I mean, the pressure just got to him a lot, and he couldn't make a lot of completions. A lot different from what he saw at the very beginning of the season, where he's making a lot of completions and getting a lot of yards. But now this Highland offense is just depending almost all of their scoring on Chris Gauth. Got it. I got it.
There you go. Hey, let's take a break and we'll discuss player of the game, and we'll be back after this.
Got farmland you want to rent out? Contact Austin Braunstein at B&B Farms, a local farm ran by generations of farming. Give Austin a call at 573-501-1151. B&B Farms, a proud sponsor of Lewis County Scoop Sports. Need rock, sand, fertilizer, grain, or feed hauled? Hoeing Trucking LLC has you covered. With over 25 years of experience, we deliver fast, reliable service across the Midwest. Family owned and built on trust, we move what matters safely and on time. Call Hoeing Trucking today, 217-430-0130, or visit hoeingtruckingllc.com. When fall arrives and you're searching for the perfect pumpkin, head to Autumn Harvest Farms just off Highway 24 in West Quincy. With pumpkins, family fun, and more, it's the place to be this autumn. Returning this fall. Don't miss it.
Need an energy kick? Mojo Energy Pouches, only $4.99. Grab Wiley Wallaby Licorice, 2 for $6. Airco reward members get double points on all promotional items. Let's go, Airco.
Hey, so now we got a better score of things here, Jacob, real quick. Macon currently looks to be 2-3 on the season as they take on the 1-4 Clark County Indians. They're up 7-0 with under a minute, but that's on Max Preps, and I don't really trust Max Preps as far as I can throw it. So take it with a grain of salt. We'll get you more information as next week. But keep an eye out. Definitely keep an eye out over on Muddy River News as they post the scoreboards across the entire area. So you'll definitely get to see a scoreboard from that game since Clark County falls in our coverage area. And so you'll see how Macon does tonight. But that won't be till later tonight. But thank you to Matt Shuckman and Chris Dewar for all the amazing work they do, and the rest of their crew over there, as I do occasionally help them out. But Jacob, players of the game, let's start with the Highland Cougars taking the loss today. But I think it was a pretty easy choice for us here tonight.
It was pretty hard to pick out until the big rush. 86-yard touchdown rush for number 7, Chris Gauth. He'll be Highlands player of the game for us. And then for Centralia, it is going to be the number 32 of Ford. He started off the game with a 38-yard pass reception, ran it for a touchdown, and then after they scored again, made it 24-0. And then to make it 32-0 was an 28-yard pass reception by Ford as well. He just targeted on almost all of the passes that they had. I mean, kudos to the Centralia backfield. I mean, they did their job well. It is pretty hard to come up with the plays that Centralia had, snapping it to not anyone in the backfield is pretty hard to get down, and we saw that tonight with the Highland defense.
So some things to look on, in this game. Since 2012, Centralia leads the series 12-0. Make that 13-0 now. Last year, Centralia had won 80-26. So this year, Centralia scored a lot less points. You weren't able to score the 26. You weren't able to get your 20 a game. So that is the first time the Cougars don't average their 12 points a game. But still, you're still in there. You were 8 points out of it. Over that time frame, Highland has been over the time of the series from 2012. Highland is averaging 8.6 per game to Centralia, as compared to Centralia's 48.5 points a game for this whole series. So they got those. They got averaging their points per game. The Cougars broke theirs by a few there. So you just got to look for the small improvements in this team that as compared to the past teams and even last year's team. So there's improvements, but definitely you'd have loved some more out of it. But overall, I think this Cougar team is 1,000 times better than last year. I've shown you kind of what last year looked like, Jacob, and I mean, this team has just shown so much improvement. But again, you can only go so far with only 24 guys.
Oh yeah, I mean it's hard, and this Centralia team was huge, so they had time to sub out. They had people to sub out, and when you've got as small as a team as Highland does,
And they showed
it's
why they're number
exhausting.
5 in the state too. I mean,
Mhm.
I think they really showed it tonight here. So definitely something to keep an eye out for. But yeah. Other than that, I don't know. Do you have anything else to talk about, Jacob?
No, I mean next week you got Macon, tough opponent. Monroe City, tough opponent. Things aren't going to get any easier until you get to Milan, and and then at that point you're looking towards playoffs. You're preparing for playoffs,
Yeah,
which
you
yet
got
again will probably be against Milan.
Yeah, rest of your schedule: Macon, Monroe City, both games on the road, and that's Monroe City number 4 in the state currently, and then you at number 4 at Class 2, and this was number 5 in Class 2. That's number 4 in Class 2. You're not playing a state-ranked Class 1 team. You're playing a state-ranked Class 2 team, and so you got those two, and then you finally come home for senior night against Clark County, the old Lewis and Clark rivalry game. So you'll have that to end the season. And, the Clark County Indians have faced challenges, but they have gotten a win over the South Shelby Cardinals. So they've beaten a team that you fell to, but hopefully you can come into that game. Senior night, you got 4 seniors on this team looking to leave a statement behind and hopefully show up against the Clark County Indians in an old rivalry game. But overall, I think, it's a tough road for the rest of the Cougars before, and of course, again, Milan needs a loss, I believe. And we have the number 4 spot secured for the rest of the season, and we'll have a home game to start district. So, that's going to be a big thing. But other than that, stick with us next week against Macon on the road. Big thank you to all of our sponsors once again: Richard Horner Shelter Insurance, Jeff Whiston Farm Bureau Insurance, Mike Stauffer Farmers Co-op, Murphy's Brothers Gas Station, Ayers Oil, B&B Farms, Hoeing Trucking, Design It Wild Tiger Boutique, Autumn Harvest Farms, Corks Carpet Cleaning, Sharp's Custom Detailing, Phillips Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, Arnold Funeral Home, Clearfeed Incorporated. This has been your post-game show brought to you by Phillips Heating and Cooling. I've been your play-by-play Remington Yates, alongside me, Jacob Jailing. And with that, good night, everybody.
You're listening to Highland Cougar Football.